My name is Ahmed Kovacevic. I'm Professor of Engineering Design here at City University of London, and I'm Director of the Center for Positive Displacement Compressors at City University. So the company PDM Analysis, which we formed in 2014, is basically a startup company from City University of London. We have been working on these machines, screw compressors and screw expanders, screw pumps, for a long time. They are used in a wide variety of applications, starting with air compression, for example, for drilling in roads, to refrigeration, oil and gas industry, process industries, so very wide range of application. There is some statistics which says that about 20% of electrical energy produced in the world is used for compression in all these variety of applications. So it is very important for us to look into actually efficiency of these machines and reduction of a carbon footprint by improving these machines. I joined here at City University in 1998, but the center, which I'm director of now, started in 1994. There are some manufacturers of screw compressors in the UK, but not so many. So in the course of these 25 years, we had to be engaged with many companies worldwide. So approximately 100 different companies that we have worked with in different capacities. When I was doing my PhD, I started with Computational Fluid Dynamics, which at that time, long time ago, when I was young, it was relatively new. It was very new in this field. Nobody was doing that. So my PhD was actually pioneering work in computational fluid dynamics of screw machines. That methodology that I've developed, then we built into our software at the university. And as the time went, other companies have started, or other institutions have started looking into same methods to actually develop solutions for computational fluid dynamics. It took about 20 years for companies to actually realize that it is very useful for them. So in 2012-13, we felt that other companies, that other competitors are actually taking over, that they are developing methods which are competing with what we were doing. So then we discussed with our knowledge transfer department, and we decided to spin off a company called PDM Analysis from the employees of the university, who would actually further develop and commercialize that software, SCORG. Recently we had activity with some of our people from that knowledge transfer department on actually looking into marketing opportunities for PDM Analysis. And I have realized that when business students, for example, from Cass Business School, and engineering students team together, young people have very good ideas, so they can help you quite a lot, and they can access information of other companies easier. Interesting is that we have more and more interest actually from people who are working in this industry to come and study. Today we have two companies actually visiting us here for a training on our solution, a company from Italy and a company from Japan. And this proves that this is a method that works. For the first time we commercialized SCORG in 2005, and it took me about 8 years to actually decide to discuss with the university and to take it privately, to form the company and to take it further. And maybe one of the reasons why I was resisting to that before is that security of the university, because university basically offers you security in that you are protected. On the other side, there are limitations. So there was a lot of doubt within us who were doing that, whether should we go this way or that way. However, when competitors started catching up, and when we realized that actually within the university framework we cannot realize the full potential and that we will be overtaken, then we have decided quickly to do this. And I have to say that university was very responsive to that, so it didn't take a long time to get the approval, and we started basically within 3 months. The question is, how important is the team? You know, there is no business without team. We have a very good team. It is a small team at the moment. It's about 10, 11 people who are working on this, but it is a very strong, very knowledgeable team. We have a great technical support person, Sham, and it is a key for a success.
I'm Sham Rane, and my role in PDM Analysis is to develop a module which is for grid generation. So today we have engineers from the customers visiting us. What they're going to do is use the tool from PDM Analysis, the SCORG tool, and they're going to model their compressors using Computational Fluid Dynamics and develop it further based on the practices that are followed for CFD analysis. In terms of the whole software, because it is built up in modules, each module is looked by a team member who specializes in that particular module. Hence, it is very important that we integrate as a team because that reflects in the product itself.
We have exponentially grown in these 5 years, all naturally, and that's all just thanks to the team. Having a background at the university and having a business basically already developed at the university, or if nothing else, the customer base and your position, it certainly contributes. Without that, I think it would be much more difficult. So from that point of view, I think it is very useful and very valuable to have a university. Success doesn't happen overnight. It might look like when you are looking at other people, oh, they suddenly succeeded. But if you even if you look in a big businessman now, like Dyson, for example, that didn't happen overnight. It took a lot of effort, a lot of work in a backyard shed, or the spare room. A lot of nights spent on that, as well as in our business, and then only that guarantees success. But it takes time, and it is very important to actually have a clear idea and then to stick to that idea, to follow that idea. Obviously, to check yourself and challenge yourself all the time, but just in order to reinforce importance of your idea, and that's I think formula for success, perseverance.